There we go. Good. That's recording. Excellent.
We're recording. Yay. All right. Hello. Here we are at Essential Oils 101 webinar. And I'm just going to jump in and share my screen here. There we go. All right. So we're going to be talking about essential oils and how they can help you and your family's health and happiness today. I'm Kylie from Ginger Key Yoga and Wellness, and today we're going to be going over all the different ways that you can use essential oils, what they're made up of. We're going to talk a little bit about doTERRA and why they're such good quality oils, and how you can go about getting them in your life today. And I'm going to be joined by Tamara, who's also an essential oils, a doTERRA wellness advocate. Tam's going to be jumping in and out today just to contribute her tips and helpful hints on how you can use the oils in your life with your family. So I'll explain a little bit about me. So you'll be learning a bit from me today and a bit from Tam. So I am the creator and yoga teacher at Ginger Key Yoga and Wellness. I have a passion for helping people generally in their life to live a better life. So for me, yoga has been an instrumental tool in that journey, and along that road it has helped me with various different things going on in my life, obviously physical fitness, but also mental and emotional wellness in general, along with mindfulness, positive psychology, and now the oils are a massive part of my life. I'm really excited to be using them. So I find that they're an integral part of my wellness kit, my toolkit now. And it's hard to imagine what life was like before I started using the oils, and I hear that often from people. So I'm just going to give you a little background here. I first experienced doTERRA oils in my level 2 yoga teacher training in 2014. I smelt 3 of the oils that a co-student and a fellow yoga teacher had with her, and I have never forgot those oils. They were so powerful and so potent. It was a very powerful journey on that teacher training. So of course I had an experience where they were really supportive on that road, and I'll never forget them. 2 of them were Motivate and Elevation. And then I also, she had a little kit with her with the 8 oils in it, and she had Peppermint and Frankincense and Lavender and OnGuard, which are all incredible oils. So I've journeyed through various health challenges, including depression and stress-related issues. I've been diagnosed with depression and gone on antidepressants and walked the line of taking medication for things like that. And it's a hard road, but luckily for me, yoga was a massive part of being off that road and getting away from taking sorts of medications, and that helped me on my journey incredibly. I now use essential oils to also help me in that mental and emotional wellness space, and they're really powerful and have no side effects, so it's a wonderful thing. And I decided to join the doTERRA Journey when my daughter was 3 months old, and I wanted to support my health and my family's health in a natural way and be able to support all of us without having to use over-the-counter prescription drugs and various different things to aid in our health and wellness. So the oils have been a big part of where we are now. So deciding to grow my business with doTERRA as well has been a big leap for me. It's helped me in all sorts of mindset ways with my yoga business, with running a business in general, and you might wonder how essential oils are related to that. Pam's actually quite a queen at this, but in part of running the element of doTERRA business, there's a huge amount of mindset work that gets done to help you on your journey, and that not just helps in your doTERRA world, but it helps in your entire life. So Tam's going to talk a little bit about how essential oils can help you emotionally in a little bit. So I joined under a lady called Leonie Dawson, who created a team called Team Unicorn. And I've been following Leonie Dawson. She's creator of 2 multi-million-dollar businesses. She's a biz coach. She's a mum. She's a major down-to-earth hippie to become a leader of what's called Team Unicorn. And she's been a business mentor of mine for quite some time now. So when I saw that she was getting into the oils, I jumped on board, and Leonie has created a team full of incredibly supportive women all over the globe. I think there's some men in there too. And yeah, it's been one of the most positive experiences that I've had the pleasure of being part of. So when I joined, I got a small kit, and obviously I'd had an experience with the oils, and I learnt a little bit about the kits online and jumped on in, and about a week later I instantly regretted being the smaller kit. I quickly learned how to grow my collection, and that was through the LRP, the Loyalty Rewards Program. And it's by far the best way to get the oils. It's just you get points, you accumulate a high percentage of discount rate as you go, and you can budget accordingly. So it makes it all very affordable and doable to grow your collection. So we'll talk a little bit about that later. Tam, did you want to jump in and have a little chat about yourself and maybe mention a few things about your doTERRA journey so far?
Yep, sure. Hello. Yes, I'm Tam. I'm one of Leonie's team leaders in her doTERRA business. So I lead the Victorian team, and I got into doTERRA because I was working for Leonie in one of her other businesses. I'm an editor in my everyday life, in my day job, and I was editing for her, and I had really bad immunity. I had a bit of the same problem that she was having. After I'd had children, my immunity was really shot, and I caught everything that went, anything going around. I caught it, sometimes twice. And so Leonie had bought some oils to try and help herself, and she was talking to me about them one day and said, you should totally try these yourself. And I, way back a good few months ago, went, oh, all right, maybe, last year. And I really haven't looked back since. I've not been as sick. I've built up my health. Now when I catch things, I don't get them as severely. It really was a turning point for me in my health and my immunity. And then when Leonie said, oh, I'm actually going to build a business doing this, do you want to come? I said, no. I just wanted to keep using the oils for myself and for my family and for our health. But she's a persistent woman, and I really do love these oils, and I love the effect that they can have in people's lives. They're just such a positive force. And I did actually just naturally start sharing them with people. People wanted to know how I wasn't catching everything that went around. People wanted to know why my kids weren't forever missing school like theirs were. So it organically grew into a business for me. And, I could see that, if I didn't say yes to Leonie, I would say yes at some point down the track. So I just jumped, and that's why I'm here now. But as Kylie said, it's a massive mindset journey. It's just a great thing that we're doing, and doTERRA does such a lot of good in the world as well. So for me, it's about the company ethics as well. But we'll get into that later as well. So thanks, Kylie.
Thanks, Tam. All right. So homework time. Write down on a piece of paper now your top 3 things for your health, wishes, or your goals. So it might be that you would prefer to have a deeper sleep at night. It might be that you find a lot of stress and anxiety in your life and you'd like to reduce that. It might be that you're having trouble focusing, or you have muscle aches and pains or joint pain. Whatever it is, you're struggling with digestion, write down a few things that you'd like to address in your health today, or maybe your family's health. Maybe there's someone else that you know might benefit from improving on a health basis. And you can take care of 90% of your health needs right at home using essential oils, and that's one of the most amazing things. You can use these oils in so many different ways to cover so many different things, and there are very intelligently put together kits that are available from doTERRA that you can purchase to get yourself started that cover off so many different ways you can help yourself. So firstly, we'll talk about what an essential oil is. So in this picture, you can see there is a funky little alien looking thing there in the purple picture. It looks like it's got little fingers. That's a mint leaf, and you can see the little oil sacs there that are magnified on the surface of the leaf. So basically plants are designed to have their own defense mechanism in nature. So they are created by Mother Nature to have means to survive against fungal infections and disease, sickness, all sorts of things. Yeah, so the essential oils are extracted via a steam distillation from the plant, either from the leaves, the stems, the flowers, or the sap, for example. Might even be the bark. So in a nutshell, they're the pure, absolute pure essence of the plant's defense mechanism in an oil form. So they're 50 to 70 times more effective than herbs. So breaking that down, if you had a ton of plant material to make 1 to 2 litres, I think that is, yeah, of essential oil. Different oils take different amounts of plant matter to create. So some oils are far more rare than others. But you can see there 1 drop of pure essential peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So that's pretty significant, just how powerful that is. Some people may hesitate to use essential oils because they think they don't work as fast as over-the-counter prescription drugs, but actually there are tests that can demonstrate that putting essential oils, for example, on the soles of your feet can be found in your bloodstream within 20 seconds. So it's pretty amazing at how fast these oils can react and start to move quickly throughout your body and without side effects, which is another incredible benefit. Our essential oils brand new discovery? Hell no. So there's a little picture here of cave paintings from 18,000 BCE there, showing humans using medicinal plants. So ancient Egyptians used essential oils, pharaohs had their own special blends. China, Greece, Europe, Persia, India have healing traditions using essential oils medicinally for 3,500+ years. So even long before it's documented, there is evidence of native traditional communities using plants and using herbs when broken down, essentially have the pure oils in them for medicinal purposes for long before we even have documentation of. So no, they are not new. They are more traditional than most of what we use. Around the world today, France and Germany, it's common for doctors to offer essential oils when prescribing remedies for special health conditions. So both prescription medicines or natural essential oils are distributed through pharmacies, which I find really interesting. There are parts of the world, and this happens with other things in our health and wellness industry, that are really open to natural remedies and really blend Eastern and Western world methodology as a form of treatment. And I think Western world are slowly coming to the realization that there's a more holistic way to treat and more holistic way to support yourself and your family. So, you know, these oils aren't about replacing Western medicine. It's about having another tool in your kit to support your journey to wellness. So they call it generally alternative medicine, but we should really call it original medicine because it's been around for a really, really long time. There are 3 ways to get the benefit of essential oils into your system. So aromatically, topically, and internally. We're going to talk about these individually now. Aromatically, so you can diffuse and inhale directly from the bottle. So I've got my little friend Bergamo here that I've been puffing regularly. So this is an essential oil dose, if you like, aromatically. You can sniff it straight from the bottle. You can pop a drop in your hands and take a really big sniff, and that's another way that you can instantly get the benefits right in your hands if you're on the go. If you do have an electronic diffuser at home, these are very safe to use. Excuse me, they have a little plate that vibrates in the bottom of the diffuser and creates a steam. So they usually all have an automatic cutoff, which is also another safety feature. And there's no heat, so long gone are the uses of the oil burners we all, lots of us have had, where you know, kind of light the candle and you go and do your thing, and then it melts all the oil and then it burns it in the bottom of the ceramic oil burner and starts to burn and crust on to the bottom of the burner. I've never done that before. It's actually damaging the pure therapeutic qualities of the oil when you burn in an oil burner. So avoid doing that if you can. Grab yourself an electronic diffuser. And when you do it through a diffuser in your house, for example, your whole family is going to benefit. So big tick on the financial front there, because everybody's getting the goods, not just a person huffing from their wrist. So topically, this means putting oil directly onto your body. So now you just saw me put a drop onto my hands. There is topical application. You can get something like a little roller or here and roll it onto your pulse points like this. It's a topical application. So you can put it on your pulse points, the back of your neck, on the soles of your feet. So this is an area where we have the highest concentration of sweat glands per area on our body, and nerve endings. So it penetrates really quickly into your feet. And if there's an oil that you don't like the smell of, stick it on your feet. As Tam says, like oregano, her family, when they're getting a little bit of a bug, they tuck it on the soles of their feet and they all go to bed with pizza feet. And the benefits without having to sniff the oil right next to their nose. If you have a partner like my husband who you go to bed and he's like, oh, you're smelling of oils again, another good one, you can put it on the soles of your feet when you go to bed, and your partner may not have to get it right in their nostrils if it's not their favourite. So we're going to talk a little bit about dilution before heading to internally using the oils. So dilution is really important for children, elderly, and for sensitive skin. Yeah. So if you have sensitive skin, be sure to dilute. DoTERRA recommend that you use a fractionated coconut oil, which is basically coconut oil that's had all of the good stuff extracted from it via steam distillation, and it's left a really stable carrier oil which has no odor, it has no color, so it doesn't affect the smell of the essential oil that you're putting it with, and it doesn't go rancid. It lasts a really long time. So if you buy a big bottle of it, you'll have it for a while. Other oils like organic oils such as coconut, jojoba, almond oil, olive oil will also be effective to dilute. Also have other great healing properties for your skins, but note that they over time will go rancid. So if you buy the 20-litre drum, make sure you bathe in it daily, because they'll go off over time. Start with a small jar. Okay, so some oils are considered hot. So oregano, thyme, cinnamon and clove. You want to be careful of these oils if you're rubbing them on pulse points and you're rubbing them on neat, you want to be really careful because they can be a bit peppery. So you want to dilute those first, and they'll actually burn the skin if you're not careful. So with children, absolutely always check that you're diluting appropriately, and especially with babies, there's a ratio to be using specifically for diluting for children and babies. So be sure to look that up before you even attempt to put oil on your babies directly without diluting. Always read the label. That one's key. And be aware of the fact that you need to use these with respect as well. So coming to internal use, you might notice on other brands of oils that they'll say not to use internally. There's a fair bit of controversy about this around the world, but doTERRA have put an astronomical amount of money and research into proving that their oils are certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. So basically, I would never recommend putting any other type of oil internally into your system. The risk of contaminants and pesticides is high. You know that with doTERRA, they're putting their money on the line, putting their name on the line globally and their reputation. Make sure that these oils are absolutely pure and safe to ingest. So it'll say on the label here, it'll specify that you can use it for internal or flavoring use. Okay, if it's one that you can't, for example, ice blue, it will say do not ingest. So not to be taken internally. So again, read the labels. This has some oils in it that you would not ingest. But certainly doTERRA, the ones that they recommend that you can, are safe to do so according to the instructions. They can be really, really powerful when ingested in different ways. So you can put them in a capsule, you can put it in your glass of water to support your digestive system. You can cook with the oils, put them in cakes and slices and things like that. And they're pretty amazing in terms of flavouring use. And you're also getting the therapeutic benefit of them as well. And in terms of doTERRA's products, they have a large range of products available. Actually, their largest selling product is their supplements. And I'm going to show you a little video about that in a second. And their supplements have essential oils in them. All right. So the science of essential oils. Tam, did you have anything you wanted to add there on the 3 uses, ways that you can explore your essential oils?
No, that's pretty comprehensive. And for me, I just always think it's so important to actually do what you feel comfortable with. So, you know, some people just aren't comfortable ingesting the oils, and that's fine. You know, if they're tuning in to their own body and they go, no, I don't feel right about this, then that's absolutely fine. And so for me, it's really about people doing what they feel is best for them. And it's very much, I just see the oils as such a tool for self-empowerment in that way, and just being able to listen to your own body, do what's right for your own self. And it really does give us that power to take our health into our own hands. So for me, it's a personal responsibility thing. You know, I do ingest some of the doTERRA oils, and, you know, my kids love cooking with them and that kind of thing. They make, you know, biscuits and things with them all the time. You know, other people would just never do that. So it's really very much a personal preference thing for me, and that's all I'd add for that. It's totally an individual choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's a really good point, to listen to your own guide when it comes to using the oils. Absolutely. At first, I was a little bit tentative, and, you know, I just had my baby and I was still breastfeeding as well, so I was quite conscious of which oils I used in which ways. but I soon found my personal comfort with the different oils, in which ones I would invest, which ones I would apply topically, and certainly which ones I would use on my little baby as well. So again, yeah, becoming empowered and learning about what, you know, the ways to use them, absorb the information, and then use your own intuition for sure to find out what works best for you.
Yeah.
The science of essential oils. We're going to touch on this a little bit briefly here with a lovely picture of a purple cell. Everybody imagine that's a cell. So if you look at the cell here, the cell in our bodies cells have an oily membrane around them. The bacterial infections reside on the outside of the cell. And medicine generally is water-based, which means an antibiotic can kill what's sitting on the surface but can't penetrate the cell membrane. So viruses live on the inside of the cell, and because essential oils are lipophilic or fat-loving, they can enter the cell membrane and kill a virus, but they also can take care of the bacterial infections. So pretty amazing that we can use these pure plant-based oils to really fight the pure cause of a virus or an illness or something like that, which is a pretty powerful tool. Why doTERRA? You've probably heard that there are tons of essential oils out there on the market, and you may have noticed them in your supermarket, etc. Essential oils generally as an industry is unregulated. You can find bottles that say 100% pure therapeutic, but they're not always. So roughly 75% of what you can find on the market is synthetic. So you want to be really careful about what you're using, and absolutely what you're putting on your skin and what you're ingesting. doTERRA has made a huge impact in the essential oil industry by sourcing the purest, most beautiful oils in the world. And as I said earlier, they put their absolute reputation on the line globally to stand by the fact that they put their oils through 11 different tests by a neutral third party that checks every litre of oil is completely pure. They check and make sure that molecular compounds and constituents are present. So basically it's like looking at the fingerprint of the oil and make sure that the oil works on the same health issues every time. So you're never going to get a dodgy batch of doTERRA. You're never going to get a bottle of lemon oil that didn't work as well as the last oil, essentially, the last bottle of lemon oil that you got. doTERRA absolutely stand by this, their quality, and the fact that theirs are the purest in the world that you can find. And part of the reason for that is where they source their oils. So they're all sourced from where they're grown indigenously. So they're sourced in their native soils. They're grown in their native habitats, in their natural climates. I'll just move Tam down there. So there are tests that have proven that when oils are sourced from their native soil, the medicinal properties are much more powerful. And one of the most exciting, I think, positive and empowering things about working for doTERRA is knowing how much they support globally the communities that they partner with all over the world to source these oils, and the amount of work that they do, not just for farmers themselves, but for entire communities globally around the world, all works to help every part of the step of the way of getting the essential oil from the plant to you. It's huge. So there's a co-impact sourcing video we're going to have a little look at here. So this is called from sourcetoyou.com. And just press play. It goes for about 5 minutes. There you go. Downright magical indeed. Powerful stuff. Oh, I get a bit teary watching that. It's as I said, it's a really quite an amazing thing to be a part of, knowing that you're a part of that bigger picture influence in working with doTERRA. So not only are you helping people like you and me in our daily lives with our families, but the link goes right around the world to help those communities directly as well, which is really powerful. And it's people, like it said in the video, that are the most important thing. So here we are in a map of the globe, and you can see where they're all sourced from their indigenous environments. They're sourced from all over the world, not just factory farmed in greenhouses in one place, but natural environments. So really special. All right, let's talk about how you can use specific essential oils for healing. Okay, so we're going to get into some of these oils. You might notice, for example, in the picture, it's called Melaleuca. In America, doTERRA have some different names for things that they have in Australia. So the native plant is Melaleuca. It's sourced actually from Australia, so we know it as tea tree. It's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's immune boosting. It's great for clearing skin. It's used by Australian Aboriginals for healing for we wouldn't even know how many lots of decades, tens of thousands of decades. They've been used for a really long time. It smells awesome. Smells really earthy and very, very much like the Australian bush. And examples for fixing earache and the Candida outbreak, which is, Candida is a bacteria. So earache, if you put a drop behind the ear that is aching, it can be really effective as it absorbs into the skin there. And also really effective for cuts and scrapes and helping to repel lice. You can pop it in a spray. I use this little baby as a deodorizer as well. I put it with lavender in my vacuum cleaner bag, and it neutralizes the dog smells that I have in my carpet, thanks to my lovely pooches. Yeah, so another great way you can use it. Pam, have you got any recommendations for tea tree and what this one can be good for?
Yes, totally. All of the above. I wish I'd thought of it to put in my vacuum cleaner when I had my dog, because, yeah, that would have been really good. The wet dog smell needed some help there. So I also use tea tree on pimples and spots. Really good for drying those out. My daughter's now 14, so she has started using tea tree for that as well, or a mix that includes tea tree in it. And I was just looking at my Emotions and Essential Oils book as well, which I've just discovered, and it's becoming my go-to resource every day. And it says that Melaleuca, or tea tree, has the positive properties of creating energetic boundaries, respectful connections, helping you feel empowered, resilient, and honouring other people's agency. So it counteracts sort of parasitic and codependent type relationships, poor boundaries, toxicity. So it really helps with getting rid of various toxic kind of relationships you might have, and it helps to keep you strong-willed. So they're properties that I didn't know myself about tea tree, and they just really beautifully complement what it actually does in the body as well, all that antibacterial, antifungal, getting rid of toxicity, that kind of thing. So, yeah, love tea tree. Love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's another great one. I put it in a little spray bottle with lavender and spray it on my yoga mats, and often spray it before class, which is a really kind of grounding, and I think, as suggested in the Emotions and Aromatherapy book there, it grounds the energy. It like kind of cleans the space, which is really nice too to start your yoga practice in.
Oh, that's lovely.
Next is frankincense. So we talk about this, or being known as the king of oils. Back in the day with little baby Chezes, the wise men did say, give it to him. One of the three gifts. So frankincense is such a powerful oil. It can be used in so many ways. I was told about frankincense a while back, and someone said, oh, put some on your temples if you've got a headache. And I found some in a little gift shop and tried it, and of course it was terrible. But when I smelt doTERRA's frankincense, it was life-changing. It reduces inflammation, amazing for the health of your skin. It's very immune boosting, so there's lots of studies coming out recently about frankincense's ability to penetrate the cell brain membrane. So it's becoming fast known as such an incredible internal and external support for cellular health, skin regeneration, healthy brain function. Gets rid of free radicals in the body, very grounding, helpful for depression. Use it to start a yoga practice. It's quite a spiritual oil. They talk about it being a spiritual oil, and for me, it actually helped me tune in intuitively a fair bit more. And again, it's a very grounding oil. Really, really powerful when you're trying to center and focus and kind of let go of the grey matter. And that's not your brain. It's the stuff that floats around in it. Sam, any
So
examples?
true. Yeah, well, I didn't expect to like frankincense as much as I did. I first smelled it, went, oh, that smells funny, and then and just went, yeah, don't know, shut the bottle, put it away. And then very, very soon after I went, I want to smell it again, and I want to smell it some more, and then couldn't really go without smelling it. And you know, I felt like some kind of bizarre frankincense addict for a little while there. But I think I just must have really needed it. And, you know, for those reasons, just, you know, it did make me feel a lot more solid within myself. It seemed to calm me down, but not in a really downer way. It calmed me down so that I could think clearly, make decisions clearly, that kind of thing. They do say that if you're doubtful about what oil would be best in a situation, you can always go for frankincense, because it's got such a wide range of applications that, you know, it will work for whatever you want it for. If you're really there going, oh, I've got this problem and I'm not sure what to do, and you know, and you have frankincense in your collection, you can always bet that frankincense will help in some way. Which is amazing. And yes, they do call it the oil of spirituality, and it really does help with, and I'm going to read from my book again because I love this book. It helps with abandonment, spiritual disconnectedness, distance from father figures, feeling unprotected, and that feeling of spiritual darkness. So it's really great for that dark night of the soul kind of feeling, where you don't know where the end is. You know, you don't know, you're in a difficult position and you don't know how you're going to get out of there. So it helps you feel enlightened, loved, protected, gives you wisdom and discernment. It helps you feel spiritually open and connected with other people. So they're all very positive things that it brings, and it's just such a great thing. And I learnt the other day as well that the doTERRA frankincense has 3 different strains of frankincense resin in it. And they're the 3 most potent ones. So they actually blend 3 different strains of frankincense resin into this one oil. So random fact of the day.
Yeah. When I first signed up, I got a smaller kit that had the 5 ml bottles in it, and I went, oh yeah, I did the same as you, Tam. Smelt frankincense, went, ooh, not sure. Went, no, yes. Oh my God, yes. And then it was gone in a week. And I had to buy the big bottle. Yeah, went through it really quickly. Yeah, and it feels like that big, warm, earthy hug when you smell it. Really quite a grand oil.
Yes. I need to smell mine now. Oh.
Beautiful. All right. Next, we're going to move on to Breathe. In the US, it's called Breathe. In Australia, we call it Easy Air. This one is, to me, it's very Australian because it has eucalyptus in it, which I absolutely adore. And it has a number of oils in it, but it's designed to do exactly that. It's called the clear blend, or the respiratory blend in the States, and it clears airways, snotty noses, great for snotty noses, bacteria killing, helps with sleeping. There is an example of, personally, I have occasionally mild asthma, and I've had to use a spacer with Ventolin puffer, and I've tried using Easy Air and not had to have turned to the Ventolin at all, and it's been really quite effective. So that's been a drop in the palm of my hand and inhaling it and diffusing it in the room, and I have not had a problem using Easy Air over my Ventolin, which is awesome. My mum has a fair bit of asthma as well, and it supported her hugely with her asthma journey. There are other stories about helping in moments of asthma attacks and having a significant impact in opening the airways. So Tam has a good one, good name for this one.
Yeah, yes, this one in my house, it's the buffalo tamer. My my husband snores, and after having kids, I became a very light sleeper. So I never used to be woken up by his snoring. You know, I maintain he just started snoring inconveniently one day, but it does coincide with me becoming a lighter sleeper. And he snores and snores and snores, and it wakes me up, and I get very cranky. So when I heard that it helped clear airways and helped people with snoring, I really didn't believe it. But I put a drop on his feet at night anyway, and I did that for a week, and his snoring pretty much halved and stopped waking me up. And I still didn't really know whether to, you know, give the oil the kudos for that or not. So I gave friends little samples of it, and they all tried it as well. And most of their partners stopped snoring or significantly reduced their snoring from the use of this. So yes, now it is the buffalo tamer. Most of my friends have a bottle of this or a sample bottle of this now. And they are getting much better sleep. So for me, we just have a constant stock of this. I can't cope with the idea that I might run out, so I've got spare bottles stashed just about everywhere. I buy it whenever it's on special. I've got a lot of easy at my house. My son is very snuffly too, and he gets asthma, so it's one of the key oils for our family. And so quite often my son will ask for a drop on his pillow. He's 11 now, so he has a drop on his pillow to help him stay clear at night. And when he has gotten some kind of pollen or something up his nose and is having a sneezing attack, he can have a drop on his hands, rub it, sniff it, and the sneezes will stop. So I'm just a massive fan of this oil. I love it. And, you know, now various people I know and friends of mine are also seeing the benefits. So I'm really, really happy with this one. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah. I've been diffusing this in my baby girl's room. She's had a cough this winter, and it has helped her cough reduce immensely. We accidentally didn't diffuse it for a few nights, and her cough was significantly worse. So she woke up a lot more times through the night. So she's 10 months old now. And I only use a few drops in her diffuser in her room, and makes a big difference. So
yeah, wow,
easy as a winner. Now the next one's peppermint, and peppermint is just like opening an old world lolly shop in a jar. When you smell it, it's really quite divine. So that earlier picture of the peppermint leaf that we saw and the little oily sacs on the alien purple skin, this baby, peppermint, it's brilliant for motion sickness or upset tummies, nausea. It's an uplifting oil. So if you're feeling a bit flat, you can put a drop of peppermint on the roof of your mouth and inhale, and you'll notice a significant difference in your alertness, and it will lift you up quite significantly. You can use it in the car to stay awake in that same way. You can reduce car sickness, helps with asthma. So peppermint is in the Easy Air blend. Clear snotty noses. It's fantastic for studying. You can put it in a spritzer on a really hot day. So in little tiny spritzer bottle, and shake it up with some water and spritz yourself. And it's a beautiful, refreshing, cooling oil. You can use it on sunburn in the same way. Spritz it on and it'll help cool the skin. So peppermint is a winner.
Yeah, I love using it in all those ways as well. It's great for headaches as well. It's really, really good. Don't put it too close to your eyes. I did make that mistake when I was an oils newbie, so I put a bit of peppermint on my temples and spent a lot of time watering at the eyes. So, you know, just very carefully, I would advise putting it on the back of your neck for a headache these days, and diluting if you're sensitive in any way, in that way. But also it's great for deterring ants in your kitchen. I've just discovered this in the last couple of weeks, so I'm very excited about it. I saw a single ant the other morning and went, oh no, here we go. And I thought, oh, I've heard that peppermint can really deter them. So I just got one drop on my cloth and I just went right round my benches and any other entry points that I'd seen ants at before. And I haven't seen an ant since. And I had to renew it like once every 4 or 5 days or so. But compared to having an ant invasion and then having to have ant bait around and the toxicity from that, firstly, my kitchen smelled amazing, and secondly, I didn't have any toxic crap sitting around on my benches where I'm trying to prepare food. So it was a win for me to have the peppermint, and yeah, it smelled lovely. People kept walking in and going, oh, your kitchen smells amazing. I'm like, yeah, I know, and there's no ants. So
yeah, good one.
Mm.
For neutralizing odors too, you can put it a couple of drops down in your kitchen sink if you've got some sink funk going on, or in your dishcloth too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes. All right, what have we got next? OnGuard. Now, everybody goes, ooh, in the world of doTERRA with OnGuard. It is it's such an incredible blend. It's their protective blend, aptly named OnGuard. So this little baby is your best friend for a healthy immune function. They have blended wild orange, clove, cinnamon leaf oil, cinnamon bark oil, eucalyptus oil and rosemary to come up with this blend. It has the world's best antioxidants in it, so the 3 highest antioxidants in the world. It protects against environmental and seasonal threats. It has a non-toxic cleaner in your house. So doTERRA actually have a whole range of OnGuard products that you can get as cleaning products, or you can simply get the oil and create your own cleaning products from it. I take this daily in my morning green drink to help support my immune system. I also take the Lifelong Vitality supplements too. So I usually every winter, almost without fail, get a chest infection. This year, have barely had a snuffly nose. I had a sore throat for all of about 22 hours because I got it early enough and my sore throat was gone by the next day. And this has been an absolute game changer in our house. And anyone who kind of smells it, it smells like a big old cup of chai or a cup of mulled wine without the wine smell, it's such a great thing to have on hand. Amazing for killing germs in the air. So when you diffuse it, it actually kills airborne germs. So amazing to diffuse in an office or in a school or in your home. And I have the OnGuard hand wash at my sinks that I use daily, and the cleaning concentrate. It's amazing.
Yes. I can't add too much to that. I'm a bit of a fan myself. It was aside from frankincense, it's the first one I really fell in love with, and it basically saved me and a couple of friends when we went away on a girls' weekend. Like, I'd only just got my oils the week before, and I took OnGuard for some reason. I just picked it up as I walked out the door, and I had a friend turn up really sick. Like, she had fever, she had chills, she had a headache, she was sneezing everywhere, and she came to our girls' weekend. She really did need a break, but she also brought her sickness with her, and we were away and it was raining, and we were in a house that was completely shut. We weren't outside. There was no fresh air. And so I was just sneaking off every now and again and putting OnGuard. I was very desperate, so I decided to ignore dilution. I just put it on the soles of my feet and I put it on my wrists, neat. So only do that if you're prepared to, wear the consequences if you're sensitive. My skin's not particularly sensitive, and I know that about myself, so I was happy to do that. And then eventually everybody else who was trying to avoid being sick saw me sneaking off and smelled me coming back into the room smelling like this amazing bottle of stuff that I'd brought with me. And they all eventually started, they said, well, can you just put it like in this spot where we can all access it? So we all were laying about ourselves with this oil, and we checked in a week after we got back, and none of us who had been using the oil got that sickness. So we were we were just amazed. It really did. So yeah, that was my OnGuard initiation, and I'm a huge fan. We diffuse it in the morning, and when the kids get back from school, we diffuse it just to kill whatever germs they've picked up at school. I've got the hand wash too. It's really kept us from diving right down into the depths of winter ills, I think. Really has.
Yep. Such a key oil in the collection. I am blown away actually by how much it's helped in that. It's not that magic cure, but it is the support. So like you said, what could have been a serious chest infection stayed at a runny nose for me. And normally when I get a cold, it eventually makes its way to my chest, because that's been a weak part for me in my immunity. So yeah, really impressed with how it's helped us get through this winter, and will continue to help. So as we enter into the warmer months. So not just to be used in winter to help clear away the colds, but OnGuard can be used in all year round in that supportive way, coming home from school, washing your hands, things like that. Also, I'll just say quickly that I was on a road trip with my husband, and I had my little travel keychain kit, and I had to go and use a roadside stop because I was desperate to go to the toilet, and I didn't have anything to wash my hands with because it was a big toilet. And I was so grateful for having this on hand, because that feeling when you're like, actually, I don't want to touch anything. I could rub this on my hands and feel really confident that I didn't pick up any nasty bugs from the roadside toilet.
Totally.
My toilets. Okay. Deep blue. All right. So deep blue, or otherwise known as ice blue in Australia. So this little baby is all about pain relief. It's a blend that has been created by doTERRA. It's got wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, blue tansy, blue chamomile, helichrysum, osmanthus, and it's available only in a 5 ml bottle with a little kids security cap on it. Kids, adults, sometimes I can't get these undone. It's made that way because it's quite potent, and you only need such a small amount. So you can put this, certainly dilute it in a cream so that you can spread it over your muscles or your joints easier, or you can actually get a rub, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Use it before or after exercise. They call it the gateway drug for men, or the entry oil for men, because so many men have joint or muscle or often aches and pains from whether it's doing something physical or working in the garden, whatever. It's a kind of masculine smelling oil, if you like. So generally guys are happy to use this one. I'm very happy with the results when it works so effectively. Good for kids' growing pains, muscle joint support, improved circulation. I rub it on my sore muscles after skiing. I get instant relief. And often, if I know I've done some exercise that I know has pushed my body a little bit, and I'm going to be sore these next 2 days, when I've done the application of this, I haven't been sore, and it's been awesome. Has many elderly customers who get great relief from arthritis, arthritic pain, by using it topically and ingesting the capsules. So my mum is actually another fantastic example. She has a bit of arthritis in her hands and has noticed a huge difference from using Ice Blue. She uses it daily now, and it's really helped support her joints and reduce her arthritic pain. So that's a wonderful result. Tam?
Yep, absolutely. I'd agree with that. My mum also uses it for her arthritis in her sort of thumb joints every day. So down here, and I exercise a fair bit. I used to be a dancer, so I'm very, very familiar with the post-exercise pain. And for me, this ice blue either takes away the pain completely, or it halves. Like if I've done something really kind of strong and pretended I'm 20 years younger than I am, it halves the pain that I otherwise would feel. It is an amazing one. It's great as well. Like I'm an editor in my day job, so I get editor's neck an awful lot from hunching at my computer, which I really shouldn't do. I should be a bit more mindful, but when I haven't been, Ice Blue is the thing that I use on my neck, and it just takes that pain and that stiffness away. So it's a great one. I love it. My 11-year-old son uses it for growing pains. All the things listed here. It's just brilliant.
Fantastic. So when we talked earlier about not ingesting the actual pure oil, it says for external use only. In this one, I just wanted to clarify, this says not to be taken internally, so you wouldn't just take a couple of drops down the hatch. There is a range of supplements that are created in the doTERRA range that help support the blue broader range of products you are able to ingest. So being clear about that.
Yeah.
More popular oils that are in the range, there's one called Claricalm. This is like the women's blend. Hormonal, emotional swings, or the roller coaster that can be the wonderful world of being a woman. Period pain, menopause. This roller comes in a 10 ml roller bottle, and it's actually been combined to really target and support those particular ailments, the emotional ups and downs, period cramps. Rub it straight on your belly when you feel your pre-period stuff coming on, and it's hugely supportive, and the smell of it is actually really calming. So it's got lots of grounding oils in it. So it's another great one. Clary sage, lavender, bergamot, Roman chamomile, ylang ylang, cedarwood, geranium, fennel, carrot seed, and palma rosa. So it's and Vitex. So it's got quite a range of oils in it. It's a really good one. As mentioned before, there is an ice blue or a deep blue rub. So it's an easy to apply cream. Men can't get enough, apparently. It's such a great one to have in your gym bag, or your footy training bag, or whatever, ski bag. I live near Bright in northeast Victoria, and there are tons of trail runners and road cyclists and hikers and snow skiers up here who absolutely love this rub. It's so versatile and easy to apply and handy.
Absolutely.
So we'll touch on the supplements a little bit. doTERRA actually has a special on, and we're recording this in August of 2017. So this particular month, they actually have a special on where you sign up before the end of August with a wholesale account, and you place an LRP order in the following month of 100 PV or more. So that's point value, product value, not dollar value. So you place your first LRP at 100 PV or more, they'll actually send you this pack for free, which is a huge bonus. It's valued at about $153 retail. So Lifelong Vitality Pack is actually their #1 seller over and above essential oils. So globally, the supplements are more popular for this particular, pack. It increases energy, reduces inflammation, assists with chronic pain. People report feeling and looking younger with much more energy, has a 30-day money-back guarantee. The thing with the Lifelong Vitality Pack is the trio has been created to cover off the realms of cellular health, energy, health, the omegas, which is the essential fatty acids, and then your essential vitamins and minerals. So really quite an amazing pack. I've been taking supplements for onwards of about 6 years, and often you don't really notice the difference when you take supplements. You kind of trust that they're doing what they suggest they're doing. I've noticed a massive difference with these. I noticed a difference within a week of taking these supplements. I felt clearer, I felt less foggy, I had more energy generally. I felt more positive within myself, and my digestion had settled quite significantly. So I know, Tam, you take a half dose of these because you know your digestion is sensitive, and that still works for you, yeah?
Yeah, yep. So like you, Kylie, I've been taking supplements for a long time because I can see the benefits, and there's a lot of literature out there and research out there that says that, you know, with our modern lives, we actually do need to supplement. So I've been trying to be a good little, you know, supplement taker and take them, but I always found that they upset my tummy. I always felt a bit bleh, like really just kind of odd. Even if I was religious about having them with food and with plenty of water, I'd feel a bit gross, you know. So I was really quite resistant to starting to take these. I thought they'd be, you know, they'd give me that yucky, vaguely nauseous feeling the whole time. So I decided to start with a half dose and really take them, you know, make sure I took them with plenty of food, plenty of water. Now, I haven't felt yucky at all since taking them. And, you know, and there have been mornings where I have slipped up and taken like them a bit away from breakfast, forgotten, and then come back and gone, oh, I'll be right. And I have been okay. So yeah, I take a half dose of these. They're absolutely fine. And I still feel a difference in myself. I've got more energy. I have less of that brain fog. Like for me, editing, I need my brain to be sharp, and there have been days in the past where I've just, you know, stared out the window for a very long time before I've been able to actually get my brain working. So yeah, I'm getting more done in less time, which is just great, because I'd like to not sit at my desk for so long.
Yes, absolutely. When we say Tam is taking a half dose, the recommended dose is 2 tablets of each of those 3 twice a day. So only takes them once a day. They recommend you take them morning and night, so breakfast and dinner if you like. There's an awesome video here by Dr. Axe. He's a well-known kind of wellness industry doctor in America, and he goes in to explain a little bit about what's in the LLV and why they've got such a great reputation. Not sure whose finger that is.
Yeah, I'm having trouble hearing him, so I don't know if that's going to be a really effective.
What was that, Tam? All good? Oh.
Yeah, yep. Can't hear Dr. Axe. Can't hear Dr. Axe. He's doing a wonderful job, but I'm not sure that we're going to be able to hear him on our recording of the webinar. So
no worries.
You can always pop the link to his YouTube video in, you know, whenever this is shared. But yeah,
will do. I'll pop the link.
He does go into it. I have watched that video before. He does go into a lot of detail, and he's very enthusiastic, and you know, it just is great info on the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Yeah,
it goes into a little bit more of the technical stuff that's in it too. So if you like me and you glaze over a bit with that information, you can take the time at your own will to research the LLVs. There's lots of information out there about them too. All right, so we're going to spend the next few minutes going over how to begin your essential oil journey, and then we're not long from wrapping up. So doTERRA has lots of amazing products. Sometimes it may seem overwhelming, but as I mentioned earlier, they have created awesome starter kits that you can begin with in a range of various prices that for different reasons you can pick which one suits you. And when you sign up with doTERRA, you get what's called a wholesale account, and you get 25% off every time you purchase. So it's pretty awesome. We're going to talk a little bit about, as I've mentioned, the loyalty rewards program. What this is a monthly auto ship order. It's a completely free option. However, it is absolutely the smartest way to get your products. So the thing with doTERRA is it's not like you buy the kit once. It has, you know, it's going to last you forever, not your Tupperware set. It's an oil set you're going to use over and over again. So basically, when you want to reorder, you want to get the absolute best out of your account. You want to get the best value, and you want to know that you're getting some, extra love for your purchasing. The loyalty rewards program does that absolutely, because you get points. And when you order oils, each oil has a point value associated. So in your loyalty rewards program, when you order over a certain amount, you accumulate points from which you get to buy free oils. And as I've mentioned a couple of times, I bought the small kit when I first signed up. Then I've grown my collection quite significantly by taking advantage of the LRP program, and I've ended up with a hell of a lot of products free because I've accumulated points, and it's awesome when you get enough points in your point bank and you can buy a whole swag of oils for free. So the longer you're a member of the loyalty rewards program, the higher your percentage back on your points becomes, so up to 30%. So once you've had your account for 13 months or more, you go up to 30%. So what that means is if you're placing an order each month, you get 30% back of that order in points to buy free oils, which is amazing. So not a lot of other loyalty reward programs out there that actually give you that many benefits. Not like you're a member for 25 years and then you pay cash in your points and you get a free toaster, like some programs. This one, really, really amazing way to get your oils. It is an auto ship. So you set up your account and you can change it each month, which is the best thing. You're not forced into buying the same thing over and over again. So it is editable. And if you do it between the 1st and the 15th of the month and you have a certain point value in there, so a minimum of 125 PV, you get a free product of the month. So they give that to you on top of what you can buy with your points. So no-brainer, really. All right, we're going to go into kits, depending on where you live, US or Australia. Didn't say it like that, Australia. Available from the US store only are some of these kits. So we'll go over these fairly quickly, but it'll give you an idea of the different levels of kits that you can buy. So the diamond kit, which is the biggest savings and smartest investment, the diamond kit includes every product doTERRA has. So toxin-free skincare, hair care, cleaning products, cream shakes, TerraGreen, supplements, energy digestive support, okay, oils pre-packaged in capsules, lozenges to make it convenient for use, as well as every oil that doTERRA offer. So it's an incredible kit. The packaged kit is $2,550 US. So if you were to start a business, if you came into this going absolutely 100% ready to jump into start a doTERRA business, this is the kit that you would buy, because you would save a huge amount of money buying this up front as your starter kit over the top of collecting those products over time. And really, when you think about as an upfront business investment, a capital investment of $2,500 is really bugger all to start a business on. So if you think of it like that, and that's something that you would like to get into, you can talk to me about that more. We can arrange purchasing one of these kits through the American store. Otherwise, when you set up an Australian account, you can't buy this kit directly. You have to get it through the American store. So if you're interested, we can talk about that a little bit more. You actually get 400 free product points when you join your LRP, and also start earning back 25% straight from the start. So you don't have to wait a year to have your account before you get that 25%. You get that right from the start buying this diamond kit. So pretty amazing starting point. That was your decision to go into jumping right in the deep end, so to speak. So the next one is the Every Oil Kit. Every single oil, as the name suggests. So also available from the American store. Set yourself up for every possible situation and be ready to make your own amazing blends. So Every Oil Kit comes with a lovely doTERRA bag there. It comes with fractionated coconut oil and absolutely every oil in the kit. So this would be also another great option if you were going to start a business, or if you already run a business in the health and wellness industry and you would like to complement your business with adding these products. Every Oil Kit, amazing place to start. Again, you save a ton buying this one up front as a sign-up kit versus collecting the oils over time or buying them independently. So oils don't expire. You have to worry about them going bad. If you sat them in the sun, point blank sun outside, you might have some problems, but no one's going to treat their oils that way. Such disrespect. You would keep them in a cool, dry place, as the bottle suggests, and they will last you a huge amount of time. It includes a bag, a diffuser. It gives you 200 product credits when you join the LRP in the following month, and you start earning 20% of your LRP back. So it gives you that jump start again. Just under 1,600 from the US store there. Again, we could organise that one if you want that one. Not available through the Australian store. The Natural Solutions Kit. This one got introduced to the Australian store really recently, which I'm very excited about, and kind of wish this one was available when I signed up. Me too. Yeah.
I saw this one come out and I went, I so would have gone that way.
Yeah. This is such an awesome kit. So available through US and Australian stores, nicknamed the Medicine Cabinet Makeover Kit. It's the mini version of the Diamond Kit, basically. It gives you a great selection of single oils, blends, as well as a diffuser, and the LLV and the TerraZyme. TerraZyme is another of their supplement range. You also get a nice selection of OnGuard products. You can see there on the left of the picture, they've got toothpaste, hand wash, beadlets, washing liquid, like a cleaning concentrate. You get a great opportunity with the OnGuard cleaning products there. You get a little box to hold all your oils in. And you get a diffuser, you get the deep rub, you get some fractionated coconut oil so you can start diluting and using. Awesome pack for $635. Amazing value there. You're saving a ton again with a sign-up kit. And you get 100% product credits when you join the LRP and 15% off as your savings as a little kickstart there. So normally when you sign up, you start at 10% in your LRP account as a 10% return. This jumps you to 15% straight off the bat. So, Home Essentials Kit. This kind of is the most common kit, I guess, most people get as a starter kit. Yeah, it's got the 10 essential oils that you could use in your home to cover off 90% of those health and wellness issues. Excuse me, available from the Australian store and the American store. Gives you the 15 ml bottles, not the 5 ml, 15 ml, which lasts a lot longer than my 5 ml bottles that I got in my first starter kit. And it comes with a diffuser, so you can get started straight away. It's a wonderful starter kit for 330 Australian dollars. It's huge value. You save $120 straight off the bat from if you were going to order all the oils independently, so you save a lot of money there. Then the next one down from that, which there isn't a picture of, is the Essential Collections kit, which has the 5 ml bottles, has no diffuser. It comes with an extra bottle of Slim and Sassy or Smart and Sassy, and that one's 174. So that's starter pack of the kits, if you like. At the moment, again in August, before the end of August, I'm running a little special that if you sign up with a Home Essentials kit or larger, so this Home Essentials kit here or any of the larger kits, you'll also receive a one, not two, 3. So you'll get a roller of Motivate, you'll get a roller of Passion, and these are in the touch range, so they've been diluted with fractionated coconut oil already, and they have a little stainless steel ball on them. And you'll also get an In Tune Focus Blend from doTERRA in a 10 ml roller. So about 150 bucks worth there of bonuses that you'll get if you sign up with me with a Home Essentials kit or larger before the end of the month. So there's a little special. And I know if you're watching this recording beyond the month of August, and out for that month's sign up special, because there's usually always one every month. All right. So why have a wholesale account? You can just enjoy the discount. You use our products in your home with your family. If you want to share these products with others, doTERRA will pay you referral as you share with your friends and family, and they get their own products. So essentially, if you decide you want to share with your friends and they sign up with an account under you, doTERRA will give them a little bonus, basically. To choose to supplement or replace your income, which is what I've decided to do, which what Pam decided to do, you can create a rather significant abundance in a fairly short period of time with this company, in a way that is helping people in countless ways. So not only helping people with amazing products to support their health and wellness, but you're also helping them with mindset and emotional and mental health and well-being. You're also helping the broader picture of the doTERRA healing hands and the greater community of the world of where they're sourcing these oils from. So amazing way really to tick a lot of boxes if you decide that you want to replace your income and run a business with doTERRA. If you're interested in that, ask me. Pam has been an incredible support and a wonderful leader on my journey with doTERRA so far, and there's a whole network of amazing people that are here to help support you on this journey. There's tons of free training. It's really there for you to step into and make it whatever you want to make it. Sky's the limit. So how to enroll? Basically, I have a Facebook group called Ginger Key Yoga and Wellness doTERRA Oils. You can join that. There's a link there. You can jump on there, and there are some ordering instructions in the description of the Facebook group. Or you can go to my website and click on the doTERRA tab for instructions, gingerkeyyoga.com.au, and I outline exactly how to order your kit. It's all laid out pretty clearly there. Or if you have any questions, shoot me a message, shoot me an email. You can find my phone number on my website. Give me a call, send me a message. I am delighted to come and have a chat to you or have a virtual chat online about how these oils and help change your life and how to get the best kit for you and get yourself set up. So anything else you'd like to add, Tam, before we go?
No, you've done a great job there, getting the oils kit descriptions and things. Again, I started with the Home Essentials kit, which is the classic, starter kit with the 10 most popular oils and a diffuser. I do wish I'd gone the natural solutions kit, because looking at that picture, I now have every single thing in that picture, and it would have been great just to have that all at once to play with and to be able to use. And I mean, I'm free to buy one of those now if I really want, but as a starter kit, it just would have been the best thing. So yes, no, apart from having kit regret, no. I did a great job, and I think people, should just, get onto your website or message you for help if they need it in the sign-up process. But thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for running a great webinar.
Thank you for being here and for your contributions. And as I said, if you've got any questions, give us a shout. And I look forward to sharing these oils and this doTERRA experience with you.